Hello and yes, welcome to another review with me, Rockboy680. Today I wasn't planning on reviewing this album, but I got a request in. And you know me, I like to, whenever people request something, I really like to do reviews. So if you've got any albums you'd like to request me to review, please leave them in the comments of this video or one of my recent previous ones. I'd be grateful if maybe you could pick an album which I actually own. So click back at my vinyl updates, see what albums I've got. And if you'd like me to review one, just leave it below and I'll also give you a shout out in my video when I review that album. Okay, so as I said, wasn't planning on reviewing a Paul album since I've recently done Memory Almost Full. Thinking about 2-3 albums ago now. So, you know, it hasn't been long since I've done a McCartney review. So, and also the last one I reviewed was from 2007, yeah, that's Memory Almost Full. And this album's from 2001. Yep, that's right, it's Driving Rain. So they're quite close together. I haven't really done any early McCartney reviews, so I need to get around to doing one of them. But anyway, I got a request for this album today, so yeah, I'm going to review this. Definitely not one of Paul's best. I like to defend Paul even when he does some dodgy albums, because I think he's brilliant. But when you do these reviews, you got to be honest. So I'm going to be honest. Okay, so I'm just going to do the usual. I'm going to give you a bit of information, even though I've barely got any on this, so don't get too excited about that. And then I'm going to go over each song individually, and I'll show you my copy of the record and the really exciting CD. And then I'll give it a mark out of 10 at the end, which I really am struggling to come up with a mark for it at the minute. So first of all, the person who requested this is our good all 806. So I'm sorry if I'm saying that right. Our good all 806, you know, something like that. Sorry, but anyway, thanks for reviewing this album actually, because I do kind of want to put my opinion out there on it, because it's some Beatles fans defend it and then others just completely slaughter it. To be honest, I get both sides. I can understand where both sides are coming from. It's not one of his best, definitely, but I don't think it's, you know, rubbish, because I've heard a couple of people say it's rubbish, and I don't think it is. I think there's a few good tracks on here. So some of the tracks on here are a bit dodgy, so when I come up to some tracks and I say, you know, they're bad, they're pointless, whatever, just, you know, that's my opinion only, so don't hate me for it, please. Only joking. So first up is I'll give you information. So I think at this point in time he was just getting married to Heather Mills. Sorry. You know, I think when this album came out, it was around about the time when they got married. Now I'm just quickly going to put my opinion out on Heather Mills, because she has a lot to do with this album. A lot of the songs are written for her, and there's some pictures of her on the back. You know, she was very much involved with it, and my opinion of her is she's my least favourite Beatles wife. Yes, I even prefer Yoko over her. Now, my problem with Yoko is, I'm not going to get into this too much, just going to do it quickly. She got in the way in some of John's albums, I feel. You know, Double Fantasy is one of my favourite albums of all time, but I personally would have loved it a lot more if it was just a John album. You know, she couldn't sing for shit, let's say. Sorry to fans of her, but, you know, my opinion again. So sometimes when you're listening to John albums and she comes on, it's just like, oh my god, what is she doing? But the thing with Yoko and John is they loved each other, and that's very clear in these documentaries that you see of them, on the albums themselves. So whatever, you know, who's got a problem with that? They were in love, let them do whatever they're going to do, I guess. Heather Mills did not love Paul. I'm pretty certain of that. I mean, maybe in the beginning it was, but she is definitely a gold digger. Or coal digger if you watch Modern Family. But she was definitely a gold digger. And there's this 50-minute, 1-hour documentary about her. Who wants to watch 50 minutes of Heather Mills? I know. But I really recommend you actually do check it out. It's on YouTube, split up into 5 parts, you know, 10 minutes each. It really does show her true colours. It shows what a complete bitch she is. So I really recommend you check it out actually. Just type it in, Heather Mills documentary part 1 or whatever on YouTube. It's not too exciting, but It really does give you a better insight on what she's like as a person. Not that great. But anyway, we're talking about this album, so I'm going to go over each of the songs down. Okay, so the first track up is Lonely Road. I really, really like this song. Now, this album is filled with a lot of crap, to be honest, but this song, whew, great, I love it. I love the double bass on the intro, it's going do, 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 and I mean, it's great. I'm not sure if that double bass was actually Elvis's one, because I remember watching a documentary, Chaos and Creation at Abbey Road, and Paul got out Elvis's old double bass, but it was at Abbey Road, and that's over here in the UK, and I believe this album, or the majority of it, was recorded over in America, so I'm not sure whether it's that one. But anyway, great song, great rocker, powerful vocals, great chorus. I really like this song. Track 2, From a Lover to a Friend. Really silly intro, very silly, don't like it. But it's okay, nothing great. You know, don't know why it was the single, but whatever. She's Giving Up Talking. Not too much happening. I think Paul's trying to be a bit proggy here. I think Paul has tried to go into prog a few times, especially with his Fireman albums, like Electric Arguments, just messing about with sounds a lot, creating new ideas musically. You know, he's coming. I really like it, but I don't think he's fully gone prog. He's come out with proper prog material, but he has tried to go there, and you know, whatever. I think Paul's just going to go down as the classic rock and pop musician who comes out with all the good stuff. I think prog and Paul McCartney, nah, I don't think they go together too well. But, you know, he gives it a good shot, I think. And it's not bad, this song. Not much happening. I prefer the Fireman albums, definitely, to the music that's on the Fireman albums to She's Giving Up Talking, definitely. The next song, Driving Rain, title of the album. I really want to say I'm not a big fan of it, because I know it's a bit of a silly song, but when I was younger and I bought this, I remember just playing that song over and over again because it's the title one, and I've actually recently grown to like it. It's not bad. I think it's pretty catchy. Whatever. You either like it or you hate it, I think. Next song, opening up side 2 of the second record, because the vinyl is a double vinyl. I do like this song. I always say with albums, if it's a really fast rocking album, this album's quite rocking, I think. I like the one slow song on there, like this. Or if it's a really slow album the whole way through, I like one fast upbeat rocking song. But I really like this song. I think, considering a lot of the tracks on this album have silly vocals, no, not silly vocals, silly lyrics, sorry. There's quite a few dodgy songs on here where the lyrics are really poor. I think this one doesn't have bad lyrics at all, and I think the vocal performance is pretty good as well. Next track is Tiny Bubble. I like the chorus. I really do like the chorus, but that's about it. The rest of the song's pretty pointless to me. Just a filler, I think. And then Magic. I really like this song as well, actually. Great song, really catchy. Your Way. I love the intro. Great guitar work on it. However, the lyrics are a bit weak. I think a lot of the tracks on here, they'd work great as instrumentals because the tune to them, the beat, is great. It's just the lyrics let this album down a lot. I think it would be a much better album if Paul come up with some better lyrics, because I think, you know, the guitar work on it, the sounds that he's making here, this album is great when you talk about that. It's just the lyrics, they let it down a lot. Spinning on an Axis, not bad. I like the guitar solo. You know, the thing that I like about it, I guess, is that the song actually changes here a bit. Goes for a couple stages, which is pretty good. I like that. Next song, About You. Rocking song. It's not great. It's just another one that's okay. It's just there. Whatever. Okay, so the next track up is what I consider to be Paul McCartney's worst song ever. You take any song he's done, in my opinion, anything, Heather. This song is the worst song he's ever put out. It's most probably one of the worst solo Beatles songs. In fact, it could be my #1 spot for worst solo Beatles songs. Yeah, it could very much well be, because it is. I'm sorry, Paul. You are my favourite musician. You are the coolest guy, but this song is bloody awful. I just can't stand it. The lyrics to it are very poor, very weak. Heather, and it's just not got a good tune to it either. No, don't like it. Back in the Sunshine Again. It's okay. This song brings us back to the album. Brings us back from awful to it being an okay album, which it is really. Another album filler. Your Loving Flame. I like the music video to this one actually. For those of you who haven't checked it out, I'd recommend you go check it out, because I only found the music video to it about 2 days ago. It's pretty good actually. It's not bad. I like it when it speeds up about 1 minute. I think it's about 1 minute 20 seconds in when you get the guitar solo. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Whatever. Running into, what's that? I can't even read my own writing. One sec, folks. I can't read my own writing. It's had to write notes, you see, because it hasn't got them written on the back of the LP or the CD. Where are we? Running into Jeeper. I think that's right. I'm so embarrassed about my English skills. Anyway, I like the intro to this one. You know, I surprisingly I quite like it. You know, it's okay. Can't speak now. Rinse the Raindrops. Good song actually. Surprisingly I like this one too. It's about 10 minutes long. It reminds me a lot of the medley from Red Rose Speedway, which I really love. But it's nowhere near as good as the one on Red Rose Speedway, because the Red Rose Speedway one is brilliant. I love that album from start to finish. This one's it's okay, it does change, but not as well as what the one on Red Rose Speedway does. I think this song's a bit heavy, and that's why you don't get the sense of when it's changing as much. And then the last track, Freedom, which he done for the 9/11 attack in New York, which was very sad, but it's a really good song actually, really catchy. I really enjoy it. It's got nice acoustic work on it, quite catchy, and I'm surprised this wasn't the single. Might have been, no, I don't think it was released as a single. Anyway, I'll show you my CD first, and then my record, because we'll save the more exciting one till second. So here's the CD. I bought this brand new in the big HMV shop in London. This cost £7, which is about $12 or something like that. You know, you can get it for a couple quid on eBay. Yeah, I think I did overpay a bit, but every time I go into that shop, I always like to buy something so I can say, hey, I've got something from the big HMV shop. I also bought this in there, another Beatle related one, Yellow Submarine soundtrack. I also bought that in there another time, not the same time. But yeah, I found this brand new. So this is, yeah, I've literally put it in my CD player, made a fake copy CD, and then this has gone on my shelf. So literally, this is not a mark on it. It's in amazing condition. But then again, it's only a CD, so whatever. Open it up, and I love the design on the disc. It's, I don't know, it's nothing too special, I guess, but I don't know, it really works. I think it looks really nice. The lyrics are written on the inside, and then you get, as always, a nice book, just lyrics and photographs, because Paul had he was taking all these photos on a watch, I believe. He had one of them watches with a camera on. And I'm just trying to slide this back in. So he'd go around going, you know, taking these little pictures, whatever. Which is where all these pictures come from on the back. But I'll show you them on the vinyl instead because they're bigger. See them more clearly. So here's the vinyl. And there's the pictures, so let me get up for this bit. So what we've got Paul's eye, very interesting. We've got a dog, we got another dog. Looks like Paul sitting down. I'm guessing that's the bitch walking off somewhere. What else we got? We got Paul eating an apple, that's quite a nice one. Paul's ear, very exciting, like an action figure. There's his band, pretty cool band. Paul, I'm not sure who that is. I've always been interested whether it's, I don't know who that could be. Larry King, someone like that, I don't know. If you know who that is, please let me know below in the comments. Another nice one of Paul, there's the bitch. I quite like that one of Paul down there. But other than that, some of the pictures on here are just a bit, yeah. Okay. It's not a gatefold, surprisingly, because it's a double vinyl. There's a spine. Don't know if my camera's picking it up. Unlike the CD, we've actually got it written on the cover itself. Paul McCartney Driving Rain, 2001. Got a sticker here on it, which says Paul McCartney Driving Rain. The brand new album includes From a Lover to a Friend, and Freedom Studio Mix. I'm gonna do this quick now because this video is gonna be getting long and my battery's gonna die. So we got all the lyrics to side 1 there, all the lyrics to side 2. So a record, that really nice label again. And the second record, all the lyrics side 3, all the lyrics side 4. I mean, look at Heaven. Look at the bloody lyrics on that. Oh, what a pointless song. And side 4. So yeah, all in all, my opinion of this album is it's an average album. It's okay. It's definitely one of Paul's weakest. It could be his weakest. I'm not sure, because I'm not a huge fan of Run Devil Run, the Russian album, and I'd say Pipes of Peace and Press to Play. They're my weakest Paul albums. There's a lot of fillers on here, tons of fillers. I'm going to hold up the CD instead, actually, so I can actually look at the songs again. So many fillers. It's unreal. But the tunes themselves are great. Some great tunes on here. All in all, I think, you know, I'd love to say it's a bad album, actually, because well, not a bad album, but it's a, you know, it's a dodgy album, let's say, because the lyrics are pretty poor on quite a few tracks. There's a lot of fillers on here, but the tunes on these songs, the actual guitar work, the beat, the drums, whatever, is great. So I'm going to go 7 out of 10. I think that might be a bit high, so, you know, I guess you could say 6 as well. But at this point in time, because I've been listening to this album today, because I've been preparing myself for the review, it's grown on me a lot actually today, because I've listened to it. So I'm going to go up from the 6 to 7. But on a bad day, it'd be a 6. On a good day, it'd be a 7. So take it or leave it, you know, whatever one you want to go with, 6 or 7 out of 10 for Paul McCartney's Driving Rain. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message what you think of the album, let me know what you'd give it out of 10. I'd actually be interested, because someone done a review of it. I think it was me, Mr. Mayo. I really enjoyed watching his review of it, actually. I think he gave it a 1 or 2 out of 10, which I thought was cool. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and of course if you've got an album which you want me to review, leave that below as well. Thank you very much for watching.